Hello, welcome to a new vlog, and I am looking like a news reporter because my camera is making a lot of noise, but this audio is also kind of weird, but please bear with me. It is quite long, I am very sorry. So what I'm going to do in this vlog is generally being anxious, but I haven't really filmed that, but it was there in the background. And try to fix this studio that you see me in here now. I sewed a new curtain for my studio, which you can see, well, you cannot see right now, but you can see with the light. They are now closed. They're white. I've used my serger, which was a very big deal because I bought one 1.5 years ago and never even tried it. And I did try some creative things, but I wasn't really feeling it. And somewhere in the middle I have like this little interlude where I go to the market and buy things and rant about books. But I'll post like chapter boxes in like the description box, so you can skip to the good part. I now instantly have that song in my head. Can we skip to the good part? Yeah, I've been on Instagram for too many years now. So I guess this video is for you if you like ranty vlogs and see a little upgrade of the studio. And I might talk about the studio a little bit later in another video because I have some more plans. It is a work in progress, but I am also just wanted to say I am so blessed at having this room in my house and having a separate studio and it not being my living room anymore. And yeah, that's it. Hey, hello! I had a thing on my mind for quite some time, and it is to sew some new curtains for my studio where I am right now, and I also want to paint it again. I just moved in here like 6 months ago, and I made this room like some sort of grayish lilac, which is a beautiful color, but this is just so bare. I mean, so I still need to do so much in this space. I need more closets. I think I want another table to work on. I have a little desk over there, which you cannot see right now, for my computer, but I think I just want another regular table. And I want to paint this side because, one, I always film from this side. It's just better that way with the light and the table, because my table is positioned at the window. And this just looks very boring, and also I just don't like whites, so that's for another time. For today I'm going to try another project, which is to sew curtains. I already have curtains here, but they are blackout curtains and they also don't fit well, and I just really hate them. And they're fine for summer, but it gets really hot in here and there's a lot of sunshine. So I really wanted white curtains that would not block out the sunlight but let it through. So it would be like a diffuser when I work here. And it needs to be white because otherwise another color will like shine on whatever I'm working on, and I want it to be true to color, so it needs to be white. But curtains are so expensive. So I just found out today, I found like 6 coupons, because the window is like almost 3 meters long, and with the pleats, you'll need lots of fabric. So I got like 6 coupons for €3 each, and I got some rings for the hooks, you know. It should be a fairly easy project, but I have like 6 panels that I need to make into 2, so I need to like 3 together and another 3. So yeah, that's the project I'm going to start on. It's already in the evening, but I just do not want another night of numbnessly Netflixing. So I finally got it working again. It turned out that I missed like a teeny tiny hole in one of the needles that I missed, and it was really hard to find, really, even when I knew I had to look for it, it was really hard to find. Also a hot water bottle, because it is actually snowing at this point. You can't really see it because it's dark, but it's working. I'm really pleased. I've decided to serge everything. Here you can see these threads are from the fabric itself. It's such an annoying fraying fabric. So I decided to serge every single thing so I can hem this. When I hem this, I can just fold it and fold it again, because I think otherwise it would have had so many fraying. But it would have, so this makes it so much more neat and tight. It still isn't perfect. The loop on top is still a little bit too loose or too big. So I've been trying to play around a bit with the tension, but I haven't found it yet. But it is, I am already very pleased with this, because it's already so much better looking than when I was using just a zigzag stitch. So overall, this is a very mundane and boring job, because I have 6 meters wide of fabric that I've just serged, and I still have to hem every end, so top, bottom, sides, times 2. I'm not going to lie, I am kind of pleased with myself that I have finally tried the serger, and that I know, I mean, it was quite a lot of hassle, but I think I understand how it works now. And of course, I mean, I'm sewing, so I know that patience is key, and you'll need to learn by doing everything wrong 100 times. That's the only way to learn these things. And another thing is, yesterday I struggled so much with the serger after one point, and I knew it would be something to do with the threading, but I couldn't figure out what it was, and I realized I just need to stop, and I went to bed quite angry. And I've decided that in this afternoon, sorry if you hear something in the background, that's my neighbor's blender. Sometimes it really is good to just step back and sleep a little on it, and you know, come back with a fresh face and fresh motivation. And when I tried it again this afternoon, I immediately figured out the problem, because I looked at the drawing inside the serger and I realized I had missed a spot, which was something I couldn't see yesterday. So let this be a note to everyone. Sometimes it is better to just let it rest, and this is a note to self. This has been the most boring project I have ever made, I think. I feel like I'm going crazy. This is the third time I'm filming this, because the first time half of the video got cut because my memory card was full, and then I redid the last part, and then the focus was just on these plants. I was never in focus, and I am a little bit of a perfectionist, especially when it comes to imagery, like videos and filming pictures. I mean, I'm a photographer, so I really want things to be in focus. So I'm just gonna do a little recap once again. I think that does help me with editing, because the parts get shorter and shorter and shorter. It's like I'm summarize everything more and more. So yeah, this is another part. Anyway, I was talking about the flowers. I got these proteas. I was filming arranging them, but they didn't make the cut. I got these in the market. I really like to buy flowers. They make me happy, but they aren't good for environments. And that is why I really like buying these, because you can dry these. These are proteas. They are from South Africa, and they are really nice to dry. And then you'll have like something you can just have in your house for the whole time, which is something I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave it in water for a week or so. Then I'm just gonna dry it. I really try not to buy flowers that aren't in season. Like, you can buy tulips now, but they're not in season, so I'm not gonna do that, because it cannot be good for the environment, but also they don't last as long. They aren't very strong. But that's what I got in the market to cheer myself up and get rid of some cash money, because I have some cash money, but I never buy anything with cash. I always buy everything with my phone and self-checkout, or watch a self-checkout, that kind of thing. So sometimes it's really nice to treat my cash money as a gift money that I can buy myself things with. So I got this, and I got, like, here it is once again, some bread. Just gonna move these. It's a cheesy mushroom bread, and I started filming this half an hour ago, so I am becoming quite hungry, but I really need to work out first. I'm already wearing my workout clothes. I'm not gonna do any yoga, it's not my kind of thing, but and I was talking about books, because books are such a thing on YouTube and TikTok. You have BookTok, you have BookTube. No worries, I am not going to be any one of those kind of channels, but I thought it would be nice to talk a bit about books. And because you know me as someone who likes to illustrate, print make, sewing, but there's so much more to me than that. So when I was younger, I really enjoyed reading, and I haven't read much. I have to admit, I also have so many hobbies nowadays, like, when do I have time to read? Well, I have now. Yesterday I spent the whole evening with just a glass of wine and a book, and it was so good, and some crisps. It really felt like weekend, and really indulged myself. It was really nice. I really enjoyed it. I felt like a true hermit. And I read The Botanist's Daughter, and I saw this cover, and I felt it was really beautiful. And this is a historic novel where the classic one, where they switch between point of views from someone nowadays and someone back like 1800s. And it was about plants and a mystery. And it was really much like, you know, one of those Seven Sisters books, if you know what I mean. I really enjoyed those books, even though I know they are pulp and they are not good. They are not literature, but I really don't enjoy literature. I personally really enjoy more like fantasy, maybe a little science fiction, or young adult kind of novels, or maybe just more like a history based. One of my favorite writers is like Neil Gaiman, more like magic realism. I really enjoyed some of Matt Haig's book. Not sure if you pronounce his name like that. Of course, Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings. I've read Harry Potter, and I've been on Goodreads since 2009. So I've been like an early adapter. I think it's so fun, it still exists and it still looks the same. And all these Gen Zers are talking about Goodreads, and I'm like, yeah, I've been there for so many years now, 16 years, 15 years. So yeah, I've been there since the beginning. You can follow me, please do. Let's be friends. And I now got this one, and it's also on my Goodreads list. And this is, I think, more of a novel, more like a modern novel. And I just want to read books as a form of escapism, just to be gone of this world for a bit. And that's the kind of books that I really enjoy. And I've read like the series, like Fourth Wing or the Echo Tower series, that I didn't really enjoy because I thought they were too cheesy. There was so much sex in it. With like sex with bat-like creatures, I don't know, it's just felt weird. That was a bit too much for me. So the plan for this weekend, workouts, have a good lunch with my bread and a pumpkin curry soup that I made. I think I'm also going to have it for dinner, because this might come as a surprise as a creative person, but I hate cooking. So I'm really happy to just not have to cook. And I'm gonna focus on the studio this weekend and hopefully clean it up a bit. It's a total mess, and I want it to look at so much different than it does now. Maybe paint, and maybe think about storage. If it's going to stay dry this afternoon, I might bike once again to the thrift store, see if they've got anything. Yeah, okay, that's it. Bye. Alright, so here it is. Everything is crammed into this corner. But I've put a lot of things away that were on this side, and I've moved into the other little room. So my idea is to make this wall and this wall a little, I don't even know how you call it in English. We call it a lambrisering, which is like a halfway color. But these walls are textured. They are what we call in Dutch spachtelpoets, I think, or it's a German word. I think you can call it granule as well. So it's going to be really, really hard. And I'm thinking about around here, 1 meter. I think that would be fine. These are like the other colors that I've thought about. This was a big contender. This is what I had in mind, but now that I'm seeing this, would have been way too dark, so I'm really happy I didn't pick this one. It would have been a nice contender. I think it would have been a good color. And I almost went with this one, which is a warm spice, so really orange. But then I realized that I have a closet over here that is exactly this color. So at the last moment I freaked out. There was another one. Then I had, ooh, more reds. And so many different shades of green. And I didn't really want to go for green. But green is my favorite color. So I went with green. Hello, this is the end of the vlog and I am looking like a news reporter. And this is usually on top of my camera, but I have already edited a big part of the video and I've realized once again that my camera just makes a lot of noise, like it has this really hard humming noise. And I have three cameras, almost identical ones. I recently got an upgrade of this one, but I used two for weddings. Anyway, I'm gonna try if this is better for the audio, because I do think remoteless microphones are awesome, but they're also very expensive. So yeah, a little recap of this video. I think this is a perfect demonstration of my new curtains. I have to admit, it's still a little too bright in here. They are now closed and the white is hurting my eyes a bit because the sun is so strong. It is a really big window that is facing the south. But I think in worst case scenario, I just need to move the table over a different place, because it's mostly the bright light coming through the curtains that is hurting my eyes. I think the light itself is gorgeous in here. It's absolutely perfect. It is exactly what I wanted, like one big softbox. I think it's perfect. And I'm also really happy with this color, which is a surprise because I couldn't make up my mind which color to pick and it was really bad. And I have to admit, even though I got almost all of it out, except for the part where I went to the market and got a book and everything, that little rant. I've been so anxious last week for a week or so, and I'm not sure why. It might be seasonal depression because it's not always been this sunny. We had really bad weather yesterday as well. Like there was another storm and I had a wedding to shoot, like the last wedding of the year in a storm. It was something, but we'll do. That's our job. So I'm not sure if it's something like that, like the seasonal depression kind of thing, or maybe because my jobs are getting less because it's winter time, which is usually the time where I thrive. Like, anyway, just like the last video where I made all these creative things and I was super happy and making things again, and now I just didn't feel like it. I had at some point even so much anxiety that it made me sick, and I got like hot flashes, and at one point I just thought, is this anxiety or am I getting the flu? Or at some point I wondered, maybe this is just like pre-menopause because I'm 36. But no, it was just good old anxiety, and I haven't had that bad in quite a long time, not even when I was moving, I guess. So I'm not sure where it comes from. I feel better today and the sun is really helping. No, the point to my anxiety rant was the color of the wall behind me. I couldn't make a decision. And I'm usually, especially when it comes to colors are really my thing. I know what I want. I know what goes well together. I love colors. They are my number one thing in life. And I just couldn't make a decision. And at first I thought it would look like really more like a 80s Adidas jacket, but now it is growing on me. I think also the green is a little less blue than I thought it would be. So it looks better in daylight. And I think I also did like a big cleanup. I've cleaned everything out and I bought like a lot of storage boxes that I've moved into the other room because this became more like a storage room. And it's not, it's my studio. So it looks so much better now. And I got some more plants and I'm intending to get more plants here. I really want to make this really cozy and get more like browns into it, like brown wood. And I made a Pinterest board and I really want to get one of those IKEA Alex drawers for my drawings. And I think I'm just gonna buy that and the rest. I want to thrift more tables, another chair, those kind of things. But I'm gonna take my time and just thrift. But it already looks so much better, so I'm really pleased, even though this is not really straight because the textured walls are absolutely awful to work with. But if you don't look close enough, it's fine. But yeah, let me know what you think. Do you think this is an upgrade? Should I have picked another color? I think I've shown you the colors that I was thinking about, but maybe this works really well. I just really like green. I now have 5 shades of green in my home. Who cares? Green is the best. Yeah, that's it for now. I have some more videos planned, but I still need to work on things. And I hope to get it together once more and maybe go on artist date and get some more creativity and inspiration. I really need it. But I am very happy that I finally used my serger. So that's one thing. Okay, bye.